Oklahoma, land of rolling hills and wide-open skies, holds secrets beneath its beauty. Legends whisper of strange creatures lurking in the depths of its many lakes. Stories passed down through generations tell of something ancient and mysterious. This is the tale of the Oklahoma octopus, a creature that has captivated and terrified locals for decades. Lake Thunderbird, Lake Oolagah, and Lake Tenkiller. These sprawling bodies of water are rumored to be home to something unusual, something big, something with tentacles. Could it be true? Could a creature typically associated with the ocean really survive in the heartland of America? The stories are too many, too detailed to ignore. People claim to have seen it, felt its presence, even been attacked by it. Fishermen speak of lines snapping, boats being pulled, and a fear unlike anything they've experienced before. Are these simply tall tales, or is there something more to the legend of the Oklahoma octopus? The Oklahoma octopus, as it has come to be known, is a creature shrouded in mystery. Some believe it to be a giant Pacific octopus, somehow finding its way into the state's freshwater lakes. Others speculate it could be a previously undiscovered species, a relic of a bygone era. Whatever it is, one thing is for sure. The stories surrounding it are chilling. One of the most common descriptions of the creature speaks of its massive size. Witnesses describe tentacles as thick as a man's torso, reaching out from the depths to snatch unsuspecting prey. Some reports claim the beast can grow to over 20 feet in length, dwarfing any known octopus species. Sightings have been reported for decades, with each encounter adding fuel to the fire of the legend. There's the story of a group of teenagers whose boat was suddenly and violently overturned, the attackers unseen, but the terror very real. Another popular tale tells of a lone fisherman who narrowly escaped a similar fate, claiming to have seen a huge multi-eyed creature disappear beneath the waves. One of the most well-known encounters with the Oklahoma octopus comes from a man named George, a seasoned fisherman who spent countless hours on Lake Tenkiller. George claimed to have hooked onto something massive, something that pulled his boat for what felt like miles before finally breaking free. "It were like nothing I ever felt," George told reporters, his voice shaking slightly. "It took all my strength just to hold on. Thought for sure it was going to drag me under." George never went back out on the lake alone, forever haunted by the memory of that day. Another chilling testimony comes from a young woman named Sarah, who was swimming with friends in Lake Thunderbird. Sarah described a sudden feeling of being watched, followed by a sharp tug on her leg. She managed to break free and swim to safety, but couldn't shake the feeling that something sinister had been lurking beneath the surface. "I know what I felt," Sarah insisted. "It wasn't seaweed or a fish. It was too strong, too deliberate. Something grabbed me." These stories, along with countless others, paint a picture of a creature both elusive and terrifying. Despite the numerous sightings and chilling stories, skepticism about the Oklahoma octopus runs high. Scientists and researchers point to the lack of concrete evidence, dismissing the tales as mere folklore and overactive imaginations. The idea of a large saltwater creature surviving in a freshwater lake seems improbable at best. Some skeptics suggest that the sightings could be misidentified large catfish, sturgeon, or even floating logs. The murky depths of the lakes, combined with fear and poor visibility, could easily lead to misinterpretations. Others believe the legend to be a combination of exaggeration and outright fabrication, fueled by local tourism and a desire for excitement. However, believers argue that the sheer number of reports and the consistency of the descriptions cannot be ignored. They point to the cultural significance of the legend, the way it has become ingrained in the fabric of Oklahoma's identity. For them, the Oklahoma octopus is more than just a myth. It's a symbol of the unknown, a reminder that even in the most familiar of places, mystery still lurks. The legend of the Oklahoma octopus has had a lasting impact on the state, both culturally and economically. The creature has become a popular subject of local folklore, inspiring countless stories, songs, and works of art. Tourist traps capitalize on the legend, selling everything from "I survived the Oklahoma octopus" t-shirts to miniature plush tentacles. Whether the creature is real or not, the legend has undoubtedly captured the imagination of people far and wide. It serves as a reminder that the world is still full of mysteries and that sometimes the most incredible stories are the ones we tell ourselves. So the next time you find yourself in the heartland of America, take a moment to gaze out at the serene waters of Oklahoma's lakes. You never know what might be lurking beneath the surface. The legend of the Oklahoma octopus lives on,